The crowd inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse was electric before the opening tip. Fans were already on their feet, cameras pointed toward one player. Caitlin Clark stepped onto the floor, carrying the same pressure and expectation that has followed her since entering the league. Across from her stood one of the most exciting young stars in basketball, Paige Bueckers, ready to announce herself on one of the biggest stages possible. From the very beginning, the pace was chaotic. Dallas attacked early. Kelsey Mitchell answered right back for Indiana with quick buckets, while Jessica Shepard battled for offensive rebounds and second-chance points. Then came the first big moment of the afternoon. Bueckers found space behind the arc and buried a three, instantly silencing the building for a second before the crowd roared again. Clark tried to respond immediately. She isolated on the switch, stepped back for three, but the shot rattled out. Even when the shot was not falling, though, Clark was controlling the tempo. Moments later, she sliced through the defense for a smooth layup, showing exactly why defenses struggle to contain her in transition. Indiana head coach Stephanie White had emphasized before the game that rebounding and defensive intensity would decide the outcome. Early on, Dallas looked sharper in both areas. Shepard controlled the glass, while Odyssey Sims attacked relentlessly off the dribble. Sims became one of the biggest surprises of the game. Every time Indiana appeared ready to build momentum, Sims answered. She knocked down mid-range jumpers, pushed the pace in transition, and repeatedly created problems for Clark defensively. One possession perfectly summed up her afternoon. Sims stripped Clark near half court, sprinted the other direction, and finished the layup through contact. Suddenly, Dallas had complete confidence. But Indiana kept fighting because of the chemistry between Clark and Aliyah Boston. That connection completely changed the rhythm of the game. Clark threaded impossible passes into tight windows, while Boston punished defenders inside. One sequence had the entire arena buzzing. Clark drove toward the baseline, drew two defenders, then fired a perfect pass directly into Boston's hands for an easy finish. The timing between them looked effortless. Still, Dallas never backed down. Bueckers began taking over offensively. Her footwork in the mid-range looked polished beyond her years. Fadeaways, pull-ups, hesitation moves, every possession felt under control. At one point, she split a trap, rose over Boston, and somehow banked in a difficult shot from an impossible angle. The commentators could barely believe it. Meanwhile, Indiana relied heavily on Mitchell to stabilize the offense. Mitchell attacked defenders with speed all afternoon, knocking down floaters and transition jumpers. Whenever the Fever offense became stagnant, Mitchell provided instant energy. The game turned into a shootout. Neither team could create separation. Every Indiana run was matched by Dallas within seconds. Clark drilled a deep three from well beyond the arc. Bueckers answered with a smooth step-back jumper. Boston dominated inside. Shepard responded with second-chance baskets. By halftime, the intensity already felt like a playoff game. The second half only became more physical. Dallas continued pressuring Clark the moment she crossed half court. Multiple defenders blitzed her on screens, forcing the ball out of her hands. But Clark adapted by becoming more of a playmaker. Instead of forcing shots, she attacked gaps and found open teammates cutting toward the rim. One of the loudest moments came midway through the third quarter. Clark exploded down the floor in transition, accelerated past two defenders, and finished a spinning layup through traffic. The building erupted instantly. You could feel the energy shift in Indiana's favor. But once again, Dallas refused to panic. Sims continued having one of the best games of her season, repeatedly targeting mismatches and creating offense late in the shot clock. Bueckers controlled the pace with incredible composure, looking nothing like a rookie under pressure. And then came the final quarter. Every possession suddenly felt massive. Indiana leaned heavily on their star trio of Clark, Boston, and Mitchell. Boston battled through double teams inside, while Clark hunted transition opportunities whenever Dallas missed. Mitchell knocked down a huge jumper that cut the deficit late and brought the crowd back to life. Dallas answered with execution. Shepard hit critical free throws. Sims attacked the paint fearlessly. Bueckers delivered another cold-blooded basket late in the game, creating separation with a smooth crossover before finishing at the rim. Still, Indiana had one final chance. With seconds remaining and the Fever trailing by 3, the ball eventually found Clark beyond the arc. The entire arena stood frozen for a moment. Clark launched the potential game-tying 3. The shot missed. A loose ball scramble followed, Dallas secured possession, and the buzzer finally sounded. The Wings escaped with a dramatic victory after surviving one final Indiana push. Even in defeat, though, the game showed exactly why this matchup has the potential to define the next era of the WNBA. Clark's vision and shot-making, Boston's dominance inside, Mitchell's scoring ability, Bueckers' composure under pressure, and Odyssey Sims proving she can still completely take over a basketball game.